Yes, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are watching from. Welcome back to the Zexon Amid YouTube Sports TV and TikTok channel. This time we'll be talking about that is the weekend games. We don't have the Premier League, however we have the FA Cup and even other games that is in the different leagues. However, our main focus will be in England, that is on the FA Cup games, and today we'll be opening up with Aston Villa, that is in the night fixture, and even tomorrow we'll be having several games, as well as that is nemesis of Arsenal, Manchester United, will be on action, that is on Sunday. And right with me here we have the biggest Manchester United fan, that is called Martin himself. We always call him the Prime Minister of football. So this time, after a lengthy period, is here to give analysis, that is to the games that will be happening, and focus day that is on his team, that is Manchester United, because we watched with him the previous game when he was ejecting Arsenal, and he said it was the moment of his life. So today, Mr. Prime Minister Martin and the Manchester United diehard, say hi to the Zexon Hamidu YouTube Sports fans and TikTok.
Okay, thank you very much, Hamidu, for having hosted me on this platform. Once again, I'm called Kitakule Martin. Once again. I thank you, the viewers. I want to welcome you to this platform so that we can be able to have to have views, so that we can know how we can be able to analyze and give more deep understanding of this weekend fixtures in the FA Cup. Hamidu, thank you for once again having hosted me on this channel.
And even let them know, for those ones that are asking, that is for wins, because I try to give them during my when I was on TV or when I'm on TV, but this time I think now you are one of the experts that is in match predictions. I hope towards the end of this show you will pick up that is Martin's number for those ones that want to try out their chances, because he's the biggest man upon that. Prime Minister Martin, if we have to start from there, today that is the Aston Villa will be in action up against that is Cardiff City. This is the 50th round. Aston Villa has taken some time without winning a trophy. However, we see them that under the stewardship of that is Unai Emery, the team has improved. Now 2 consecutive times they are playing, that is in European football. Previously they were in the UEFA Conference, ejected in the semi-final. Currently they are in the Champions League. They progressed automatically and they will be playing, that is another game. But this time, could this be their chance, maybe this season, for them to put a statement? What do you say upon this game of Aston Villa up against Cardiff?
Okay, according to that game, recently, via midweek, remember Aston Villa went to Selhurst Park, and the likes of Philip Mateta were on the show. They managed to beat Aston Villa a maximum of 4-1. Since Aston Villa is at home, I think this time round they'll be able to step up on their toes and they'll be able to win this game and they will progress the next round.
You as a Manchester United fan, I was speaking to some of the Arsenal fans and say that you sent there an agent in Aston Villa, that is Marcus Rashford. Do you expect him to shine in this game, since his signature, I think, has improved still at Aston Villa? Could this be time for Marcus Rashford to shine?
Yes, of course. Such games need some players like the likes of Marcus Rashford. Recently, remember, he has not yet been one of the starters of Aston Villa. Recently, he has been coming from the bench.
But at least when he comes on, you see his performance.
Yes, like last time against Chelsea, he came on as a sub. He managed to assist Marcos Asensio with 2 goals. I think when you are playing a league championship side, this is the time to prove yourself and step up. I think according to the game of today, I think you'll be among the top players to manage be able to make sure that Aston Villa advances to the next round.
When you were speaking about Arsenal, one of our big man, that is the big goon himself, Okiria, who is on camera, wasn't happy upon the performance of Marco Asensio. You know him as a Chelsea fan. But our next game, that will be tomorrow. That is at Selhurst Park. If we talk about Selhurst Park, we talk about a man who made you miss out your millions, Gini Philip Mateta. After scoring up against Aston Villa, they will be playing up against Millwall. That is in the FA Cup. What do you talk about this game?
That game, still, when you look at the recent form of Crystal Palace,
yes.
So Crystal Palace is on form. Recently, they went to Craveney Cottage and managed to beat Fulham. That was 2-0. Then after, they went and managed to
beat Aston
Villa. I think still, Crystal Palace will manage to advance to the next round because the Millwall has not been of good form of recent.
Another game still, we have the game of Preston, that is up against Burnley. I think these are all that is in the Downer League, that is in England. For this one, maybe somehow it could be rare or to predict which one is to win, but you, the man who has been this capable, who has been having betting tips for the last many years, I think you've gotten experience and maybe you can tell our fans and viewers where to place their bet.
Okay, according to that game of Preston, in the Preston Burnley, it is a game of 50-50, but according to their recent meetings, even in the league this season, they have managed to draw 0-0 both home and away. According to that game, I will go with an under of 3.5.
We have another game that is to our fans, that is Bournemouth will be playing Wolves or Wolverhampton. They will be, that is at Vitality Stadium. I think that is a big stadium where you cannot easily get results, more so ever since the start of this campaign. To the fans and viewers, you as a man who keeps on giving best to different people, and people, you have a huge following, that's why I've decided to bring you to my channel also to showcase my fans that is your worth.
Okay, according to that game of recent, Burnley, the last two games in the Premier League, Burnley has managed
Bournemouth.
Okay, sorry for that. For Bournemouth, in the last two games, they have managed to struggle. According to the last game was against in the midweek.
They were beaten by Brighton.
They were beaten by Brighton over the weekend. They were beaten by Wolves. According to this game, since Wolves is among the teams struggling to fight relegation, I think Burnley is at home. Bournemouth is at home. Bournemouth will come back to winning ways and will advance to the next round.
Tomorrow, that is on Saturday, the last game will be Manchester City. That is your rivals. I don't think maybe you want to meet them on the finals again after you meeting them 2 consecutive seasons. The first time they managed to beat you, but last season you managed to beat them. That was 2-1 to clinch. That is the championship. They will be playing up against Plymouth. Isn't this free money?
Of course, Manchester at the Citizens at the Etihad Stadium, you expect them to pull back their socks after having beaten Tottenham Hotspurs in the midweek. The goals from Erling Haaland. I think against the Plymouth, however much they eliminated Liverpool, I think the Citizens have all what it takes to be able to eliminate Plymouth again in this competition. Still, Manchester will advance to the next round.
Tomorrow we'll be having, that is one of the biggest games still, that is Newcastle up against Brighton and Hove. Newcastle are on the Carabao Cup finals where they will be playing, that is Liverpool. That is around the 16th of, that is next month. The month starting, that is tomorrow, where we think that they are one of the top teams that are pursuing, that is Champions League football. So this game is a battle for, because even Brighton is one of the most uniform teams. Ever since that was Nottingham Forest thumped them 7-0. They have gotten like 4 consecutive wins, back-to-back wins up against Chelsea, winning up against Bournemouth, even in the other game. Don't you think that this is almost the biggest of the weekend?
Of course, when you look at this game, both of these teams have good players, and bit average. But according to this game, after Newcastle being beaten by Liverpool in the midweek, and it is at St James's Park, we very well know some of the stadiums that are very hard
to collect
points from is St James's Park. But because of these teams are average, you never know. Even on a given day, Brighton can go and collect points from St James's Park. We have seen some teams like West Ham go there and collect points. So according to this game will 2 goals in this game will be possible. But I see, since Newcastle it is at home, I think they will fight tooth and nail to be able to advance to the next round. But also Brighton has also a chance to advance to the next round.
The last game will be your team, that is Manchester United. Manchester United will be in action up against, that is the Fulham. Remember last time you started with Fulham and you beat them at the start of the season. Then there, when Manchester United was struggling, you again managed to come and again beat them. Isn't this time for Fulham to pay back? And it will be paying back maybe in a more painful way. At least maybe it could have happened in the league, but ejecting you out of the FA, because that's where you have your strength and the Europa. That is the last game. You as a Manchester United fan, break it down to the fans and what we expect and the predictions.
Okay, first of all, according to that game, it is very difficult to be able to beat a team three times or more in a season.
But Tottenham managed to beat you 3 times. Arsenal was beaten by Newcastle 3 times. You beat also Leicester City 3 times, and even said that if at all they give it to me, even for the 4th and 5th time, I'll manage to beat them. So could this be time for Manchester United, or that is Ruben Amorim, at least to prove a point for Manchester United fans?
Of course, this is the time, because remember, beating a team several times, it is possible because it depends on the performance of that given team on that day. But according to that game on Sunday, I know Fulham is going to put a fighting spirit at the Old Trafford. Remember recent days, Old Trafford has not been a theatre of dreams. Any team can go and collect points from there. We saw recently Crystal Palace, they went and collected the points comfortably. So for that game, still Man U will have to fight tooth and nail. Every match they are not good enough, and we are having injuries. Still, I think they believe, after having eliminated Arsenal, one of the hard way, I think they have developed that fighting spirit to be able to advance to every knockout stage, where they can be able to defend this championship this time around. Because first of all, whenever a team passes through such a hurdle, they develop that fighting spirit. So that fighting spirit keeps them moving. So I expect them to fight still to reach the final. That's what I expect, because if some teams that are challenging have been eliminated, like the likes of Liverpool are out, the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal are out. Remember now, Newcastle and Brighton, one of them is going to be out. I think this is the chance for Ruben Amorim
to start with a trophy.
I think they will be able to advance. However much not be easy, but they will be able to advance
in the hard way.
To the next round.
Okay, to my fans and the viewers that is on the Zexon Amid YouTube Sports TV and TikTok, I think that's what we had. We'll be coming back, that is on the aftermatch of these games, to see how further we can push. But still, we'll be coming back again, that is on TikTok, with the big man himself to showcase, that is Okiria, what he has, that is on the Chelsea's performance in the game they had up against Southampton, and their preparation for their next fixture up against Leicester. We are out for now.